Okay, Unit 6, Lecture 2D. This one will be real short, okay? We're talking about unions as an organization of workers which try to gain better working conditions, better hours, better pay, benefits, vacation days, sick days, things like that. So the first important union in American history is the Knights of Labor. The Knights accept both skilled and unskilled labor, okay? So unskilled labor requires no training. They fought for the 8-hour workday, safety codes, equal pay for men and women, and the abolition of child labor. Now, almost all unions fight for the same thing. So if I put on a quiz or a test, what did unions want? They want better pay, better hours, benefits, 8-hour day. Okay, and almost all of them want that. And the Knights are going to grow very quickly because they appeal to both skilled and unskilled workers, but they're going to be destroyed by the negative publicity that follows the Haymarket Square riot. You have to know that, all right? Haymarket Square riot destroys the Knights of Labor. It was a violent confrontation between workers and police at Haymarket Square in Chicago in 1886. Workers were protesting the shooting of 4 other workers by police, and someone throws a bomb that kills, I think, 7 police officers. All right, and in this melee that follows, 4 more workers are going to be shot and killed. The police are going to arrest 7 laborers. No evidence. They're going to be convicted. All right, and bad things happen. One commits suicide. I forget what happens to them all, but they link the Knights of Labor to anarchists. Anarchists are violent, looking to overthrow and change government. All right, and that link's enough to ruin the Knights. So the Knights are going to fade away because of the Haymarket Square riot. All right, the American Federation of Labor, which is the AFL, all right, grew more slowly than the Knights of Labor because it caters only to skilled workers. All right, so it does a couple things different. It creates a national strike fund. A strike is a tool of labor. I'll try and go over them in a minute. The fund finances strikes so guys can stay on strike longer. All right, it makes it more effective. It pushed for closed shops. A closed shop means only union workers can work there. Okay, so it helps union growth. All right, and it suffers a lot of setbacks. I mean, the AFL grows slowly. It suffers the Homestead strike, which is a bloody strike at the Carnegie Steel Company, 1892. But it hangs on, and it's one of the biggest unions, or the biggest union today. Okay, and you want to remember its founder is Samuel Gompers. All right. So it's going to survive the anti-labor attitudes of both business and government. It's today the AFL-CIO. All right, and it's the most powerful union in the U.S. Another union to remember is going to be the American Railway Union. That's going to be led by Eugene V. Debs. These guys should all have been on the whiteboard in the beginning. All right, it's going to enjoy short-term success like the Knights of Labor, but it'll be destroyed by the publicity, negative publicity following the Pullman strike. Pullman makes a fancy railroad car, and when the workers went on strike, President Cleveland called out the troops and crushed the strike. They threatened. They hooked up mail cars to it, so now you're interfering with delivery of U.S. mail, federal offense, and it's a violent clash between labor and big business and government again, and that time the union loses. There's a female or a women's union. You have to remember the International Ladies Garment Workers Union is an early attempt to organize women who work in textile factories. All right, I have up there the tools of management, tools of labor. I want you to know scabs. Scabs are people that are temporary workers that are hired to replace the union workers when they go on strike. So they cross a picket line. Okay, Pinkertons are the security agents that are hired to beat up union workers, infiltrate unions, and help crush them. Okay, a lockout, you're probably familiar with sports. The company locks the workers out and doesn't let them come in to work. A blacklist is when we put names on a list and share it between businesses, and those guys just don't get jobs. Okay, yellow dog contracts, you have to promise not to join a union. You get courts to stop it through injunctions, and open shops means anybody can work there. The tools of labor is a boycott, which we've discussed earlier on with the American Revolution. You don't buy that good or use that product. It's very effective. You do picketing. You march out front. Closed shops are only union workers, and you have strikes. Okay. We'll talk about more of those in class. All right, that's it for Unit 6, Lecture 2.